Our very own Antonia Hilton's New York Times best-selling book, Madness, Race, and Insanity in a Jim Crow Asylum, will be released in paperback this week. And it is a message that is even more relevant today. It is centered around the stories of the patients at Crownsville State Hospital in Maryland. Her book details how Black Americans have been dismissed, misunderstood, and abused by the mental health care system, even incorporating anecdotes from her own family's experience. And now, decades after the Jim Crow era, the Trump administration is reviving a culture that dehumanizes and criminalizes the homeless and those struggling with mental illness. Just take a listen to what Fox host Brian Kilmeade had to say about addressing the issue of crime and homelessness.
Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Kilmeade later apologized for his comments after they were broadcast. Pathetic comments there from Brian Kilmeade, but it speaks to the time that we find ourselves in, because a lot of what you had written about, to some extent, under the Trump administration, are being realized and coming to fruition.
That's right. This book tells the about 100-year history of a segregated Jim Crow asylum in Maryland. And it is a place that's born out of a political moment that has a lot of similarities to the one we're living through right now. The decades after slavery, after Reconstruction, there's this sort of massive pushback. The pendulum starts swinging in another direction. People are passing the first segregation ordinances in the country. They are dehumanizing not just Black Americans and formerly enslaved people, but you see this uptick in sort of animosity toward people who are destitute, homeless, living in almshouses. And so this book looks at this moment and the way in which our healthcare system is built on all of these attitudes. And the reason we all live with a pretty poor mental health care system, no matter who you are today, has a lot to do with the politics of that time. And I think, you know, people often compare what we're living through right now to the McCarthy era. Right. I think that's a period that's really helpful to understand the early 1900s, because one of the signs of a sort of authoritarian push is a sort of uptick in animosity toward people who are struggling with mental differences, cognitive differences, disabilities, and we're seeing that right now. And my hope is this helps you make sense of some of what we're all living through in this country at the moment.
It's such a well-researched and thorough book, and also deeply personal. I really loved and appreciated how you incorporated your own family history into the story. And so can you talk a little bit about that, what it was like sharing your own family's journey while you shared this important history? Yeah, it was unlike any other reporting project I've ever done, because you have to be extremely vulnerable. I interviewed family members. I told the stories of family members who passed away before I was born, and I also told the story of a family member who, while I was writing the book, was actively experiencing a mental health crisis. And even though my family has resources, I have a great job here at MSNBC, I have good health care and the ability to make phone calls as a journalist, you know, my family had to fight tooth and nail to get this loved one care. And I came to the realization that if I can't do it, and my family is stuck on months-long waiting lists to figure this out, what does this mean for families that have fewer resources, Americans who are living without mental health care? Well, it means they end up subjected to the kind of rhetoric you just heard in that Fox News clip, where people are losing patience with them and saying, well, either go take yourself to some place if you can find it, or we're going to put you in jail. And that is where we are at this country. And I think for people who are at home wondering how we got here, but also how we get out of it, my hope is this book has the answer for you. And hey, y'all, viewers, buy the book. It's a great one. Thank you, Elise. Okay, we'll leave it there. Antonia's book, Madness, Race, and Insanity in a Jim Crow Asylum, will be available in paperback this Tuesday, September 30th, so get a copy.